that I would be in this situation where I'm feeling like I'm in trouble.
You are in trouble. You knew you were looking at potentially life in prison.
You got to forgive me. I'm nervous because the life in prison,
Yeah.
that just it floors me. I'm in a situation where I know the gravity of.
Okay, let me just stop you now. So
Well,
where we are now.
I had no idea that I was choosing.
Okay, let me just tell you that ship has sailed.
Can I take the ISS? I'm not trying to argue with you. I just want you to know that I had no clue. I did not know.
And the court is going to revoke you, sentence you to.
This clueless thug is back in court after flat out refusing to follow Judge Boyd's order to enroll in felony drug court. Now, if you're not familiar with it, felony drug court in Texas is basically an intensive rehab and supervision program designed to keep nonviolent offenders out of prison, but only if they actually commit to the program. And honestly, it's one of the best deals you can get in the justice system when you're staring down serious prison time. But instead of grabbing that lifeline, this guy tossed it aside like it meant nothing. Now he's standing here facing potential life in prison, acting like he has no idea how he ended up in this situation. And just wait until you see his reaction at the end. It's honestly priceless in the worst possible way. But let me know in the comments. Do you buy his story, or is he just playing dumb? All right, let's dive in and watch.
Your Honor, may I just say, I just want to thank you for the privilege and opportunity to be before you and have this matter resolved. And I thank you for the previous opportunity that you had given me. And I especially want to thank you for when you said it. If you have any problems to come back to the court, I'm just glad to get this resolved today.
All right, thank you.
Yes, ma'am.
All right, the court is calling 2019 CR 12887, State of Texas versus Ross Kuko. Can I have the parties announced for the record for the state?
Jason Garahan, Your Honor.
Defense.
Meredith Chacon for the defendant, Your Honor.
And are you Mr. Kuko?
I am, Your Honor.
All right, are you the same? I'm sorry, did you have a chance to review the motion to enter adjudication of guilt and revoke community supervision with your attorney? Did you understand it?
Yes, Your Honor.
Are you the same Ross Kuko who was placed on deferred adjudication in 2019 CR 12887 for the offense of aggravated robbery on May 27, 2021 for a period of 8 years and extended for a period of 2 years? Is that you?
That is me, Your Honor.
All right, state.
Yes, Your Honor. Violating condition number 49 on or about the 25th day of March 2024 in Bear County, Texas. The defendant lost given their refuse to placement and failed to comply with the rules and regulations of felony drug court in violation of condition number 49.
How do you plead to that? True or not true?
True, Your Honor.
Did you understand by pleading true to violation of condition number 49, the court could find it true, grant the motion, find you guilty, and sentence you up to life in prison and up to a $10,000 fine?
Yes, Your Honor.
Knowing that, do you still wish to plead true to violation of condition number 49?
Yes, Your Honor.
Court will find violation of condition number 49 true. Is there a proposed agreement?
No, there's not, Your Honor.
State, what are you requesting?
Revocation.
Defense, what are you requesting?
Your Honor, my client would like to ask that you consider sending him either to ISF, which was the original plan when he came before you before, or he has found another program he wanted to talk to you about. His understanding, I guess I can do this by question answer, but his understanding when he went to sign the paperwork at felony drug court was that you had told him at the last hearing that if he found something better or there was anything he needed from you that he could come back and ask. So he told them he'd rather go to ISF and thought he was coming back here to ask you for ISF. So technically he did not sign, but he wanted to be able to address you about that. If I could ask him just a couple of questions.
Sure. But before we do that, I will tell you that this is his fourth motion to revoke.
Yes, sure.
All right. You can raise your right hand. Do you solemnly swear or affirm the testimony you give will be the truth and nothing but the truth, so help you God?
I do, Your Honor.
All right, you can lower your hand, state your name for the record.
My name is Ross Kuko.
All right, defense.
Mr. Kuko, you understand that when you were here previously on a motion to revoke, you were ordered and agreed to go to felony drug court, correct?
And yes, and that was
Okay.
a great privilege, and I take it very seriously. The privilege of being able to do that.
Okay. So then when you went to felony drug court and you did your appointment to get everything set up to start there, what was the reason you would not sign the paperwork?
Well, because it's a very intensive program, and I just felt at that time that I'd love the opportunity still to do it, but I don't feel like I was given fair up a shot out of the gate. I wanted to be able to have transitional before. I just wasn't ready yet.
Oh, this is not a good look, my friend. For anyone who doesn't know, drug court in Texas is basically a structured, court-run rehab program. You check in regularly. You get treatment. You stay under strict supervision. And in return, you avoid prison. Yes, it's tough if you struggle with addiction. But compared to spending years behind bars, it's basically a golden ticket. Last time this guy stood in this courtroom, Judge Boyd gave him that exact opportunity instead of sending him away for 8 years on his armed robbery case. All he had to do was sign up, show up, and follow the plan. That's it. But what did he do? He flat out refused. He literally told the court he didn't want to do the program. That's like turning down a parachute because you didn't like the color, except the fall here is measured in decades. If I were in his shoes, I'd follow every single instruction down to the letter. But some people just can't get out of their own way. At this point, it's not even about legal technicalities anymore. It's about ignoring the one path that could have kept him free. So tell me in the comments, what should a refusal like that earn someone with a record like his?
So what makes you ready today for a different kind of drug program or the ISF that you're asking for?
Well, you got to forgive me. I'm nervous because the life in prison,
Yeah.
that just, it floors me. I'm in a situation where I know the gravity of my situation, you know, and I just want to have my words correct. I feel like I need program. I need to. There's a Restoration House Ministries. It's on the east side, and Pastor Mark Blair is a.
Okay, let me just stop you now. So we're going to get to the crux of the situation. I ordered you to felony drug court.
Yes, Your Honor.
That's where I ordered you. And my orders specifically state, if you were not accepted into felony drug court, then you would be sent to ISF. So you were accepted into felony drug court. So that means you are not going to ISF. People don't get to write their own programs. So
Well,
where we are now,
Yes, ma'am.
and what I will tell you, what I tell everybody is I tell everybody, if there's an issue with your probation, you can always come back to the court and ask. Your issue with probation is not, I ordered you into felony drug court. Felony drug court accepts you and you decide, this program is too difficult for me. I'm not ready for it. So I'm going to do something else.
Your Honor, if I may,
Sure.
I asked as to make the final signings to go through with the drug court. I was under the impression I had the opportunity of either or. It was I even asked them, I said, man, can I just take the ISF because I'm not ready for this rigorous program just yet. Restoration House Ministries.
You are not going to Restoration House Ministries. That's off the table.
Okay, Your Honor. Well, I was under the impression of having either or. And so if I do still have the privilege to go to drug court.
No, that ship has sailed.
I was told, Your Honor, as I was about to sign, that I had the choice of either or. So I don't feel like I've made a mistake. I did plead guilty because I was told that that's what I needed to do just now. But Your Honor, you have 100% truthful. Right? If you could ask the ladies there at drug court, I asked them plainly.
All right, so this is what I want you to understand. I ordered you to go to felony drug court. The order was, if you were not accepted into felony drug court, then ISF. You were accepted into felony drug court and you told them you didn't want to go. And you just stated that felony drug court was too difficult for you and you were not in the right mind frame to do felony drug court. You want to do some other program. What I'm telling you is I made my order and I expect for people to follow my orders. If everybody could write their own program, your attorney would not have a job. The state wouldn't have a job because everybody would be doing beautifully. Obviously, you can't write your own program because if you could, you wouldn't be before me on a motion to revoke where you knew you were looking at potentially life in prison.
And here's the problem with defendants who treat court like it's a negotiation instead of an order. Now he's standing here trying to sell this story that he didn't understand what was happening. He claims his attorney, and even people in the program, told him he'd be fine if he refused to sign. But let's be real for a second. I bet money some random inmate pitched him this loophole idea, and now he's standing here pretending it was all just a big misunderstanding. But Judge Boyd isn't buying it. You can see it all over her face. And honestly, nobody else in the courtroom should buy it either, because this wasn't some spur-of-the-moment mistake. It was a deliberate choice. And in court, choices come with consequences. But here's the real question. If refusing drug court was your ticket to freedom, should that decision earn someone the maximum sentence? Let me know what you think.
And I've heard a motion to revoke from you before, because this is my handwriting. And it was a violation of condition number 2. And I ordered, deny, alternate amend conditions to refer to felony drug court. If not accepted into felony drug court, then state ISF.
And that's
And
why
that's where we are.
Yes, Your Honor. That's why I thought that I had the opportunity to choose. I was not under the impression in any which way that if I said I do not want to take this drug court, that I would be in this situation where I'm feeling like I'm in trouble.
You are in trouble.
Because I had no clue that that's what I was choosing at the moment.
All right. So this is what the court is going to do. The court is finding violation of condition number 49 true. The court is going to grant the motion and find you guilty. Does anyone wish to speak to punishment? State.
State's requesting 8 years.
Defense?
Judge, I would ask that you sentence on the lower end of the scale. Clearly, this was not the strongest ag robbery, or they would have offered him a stiffer plea bargain to begin with. And so anywhere south of the 8 years, I do believe he had a misunderstanding. I was not the attorney on either of the previous appearances nor the original plea, so I cannot speak to what was explained to my client, but I did explain to him this morning that not signing the paperwork was in fact a refusal, and that he could explain to you why that happened. So I would just ask that you give him credit for his time that he has served and give him on the lower end of the sentence.
All right. And probation, has he paid restitution to, or was restitution ever determined for Crystal Simpson?
Okay.
All right. This is what the court is going to do. The court is finding you guilty. The court is not going to grant, well, you're not eligible for community supervision. The court is going to revoke you, sentence you to 8 years in the prison, give you credit for any time served. There's an affirmative finding of deadly weapon, and there's to be no contact with Crystal, Crystal Simpson. Did you review the document entitled Trial Court Certification of Defendants' Rights to Appeal with your attorney? Did you understand it?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, because this is not a plea bargain agreement, you have a limited right to appeal. That right to appeal is as it relates to the allegation in the motion, not the fact that you are on deferred adjudication. Do you understand?
Yes, Your Honor.
And because this is a felony conviction, you're not allowed to own or possess any weapons or ammunition. If you have a question over what a weapon or ammunition is, you'll need to speak to an attorney. Do you understand?
Yes, Your Honor. May I speak?
Sure.
Your Honor, I had no idea that I was choosing.
Okay, let me just tell you, that ship has sailed. Everybody knows they have choices. You were given
I asked
felony
them.
drug court.
I
So,
asked them.
all right.
I said clearly, can I take the ISS? I'm not trying to argue with you. I just want you to know that I had no clue. I did not know.
All right, thank you. The court is calling 2000.
Play stupid games, win stupid prizes. And today the prize was 8 years in prison. Judge Boyd saw straight through performance and didn't waste a second calling it for what it was. At the end, he tried complaining about it, but she simply said, "Thank you," and sent him off. And honestly, I don't know what this guy expected. Felony drug court isn't some soft slap on the wrist. It's a last chance program. Strict rules, rehab, constant monitoring, all designed to keep you out of prison cell. If you complete it successfully, you walk away without prison time. But if you blow it off, well, this is exactly what happens. What gets me the most is that he had the opportunity and he threw it away. Personally, I don't feel bad for him at all. When a judge orders you to do something and you ignore it, the outcome isn't a mystery. We all know how that ends. But let me know what you think. Did Judge Boyd handle this perfectly? Or should she have gone even harder? Thank you again so much for watching, guys. I post every single day, so stay tuned for that.